Hello, everybody. My name is Connor, and we are here with a Union Arena match. So I am playing a Nanami deck. This deck is it's Raid Nanami and Raid Yuji, and the goal is to get to get to 15 cards and enter overtime as fast as possible. And my buddy here, my buddy Zach, is playing Gojo. Now Zach is the king of games, so we are gonna do our best here, and we're looking at the rare winner battle cards, and they look clean. Can't wait for that, since we actually do have a place to play locals now in my area, since I bugged Sage's portal to let us play locals, or have a locals for us. We are gonna be having a rare battle, which should be pretty fun. So turn 1, he's just gonna play the Yuji and pass turn. We're gonna draw for turn 1 AP for Nobara. Get that draw going. We draw into our Gojo, and I end up discarding the Yuji there. I feel like I kind of undervalue the Yuji. Not being able to play out. Is that Gojo at 2 power? Not playing out the Gojo. Must not have the energy for it. I can't remember how much energy he costs. Yeah, interesting play. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play out the Nobara. Could have played out the Nobara as well. Getting 2 Raid Yujis in hand, kind of a bummer. I'm thinking about discarding the Nanami. And yeah, I go ahead and discard Nanami. Not really much I want to discard there, unfortunately. And my opponent is definitely generating some energy back there, and I'm gonna play. I play Maki on the front line. We're gonna discard Nobara, get the Nanami, and pass turn. So we're at 3 energy. This deck only really needs 4 energy to get going. As I mentioned, my raids are both, what is his name, Nanami and Yuji, as you can see. So the Nobara comes down in the back line, and the Raid Nobara comes out. That Raid Nobara, kind of a monster. No trigger on that one, and passing turn. We get another Maki there. And we'll move Maki to the front just to provide us a little bit of protection. And at this point, I'm thinking I'm not seeing any Yujis, unfortunately, except for the one I trashed earlier. So I will trash JJK high. Maybe I think I should have trashed the Nanami. Or excuse me, Jujutsu First Years is what it's called. We just call it JJK First Years. So we are going to play out making sure I have the energy for it. Play out this Yuji, tapping 1. I think we are going to play the Raid Yuji. Doesn't feel great to raid on that Yuji, but we definitely need some aggression here. No trigger there, and no trigger there, passing turn. So Yuji, interesting card. It just bounces. I'm sure you guys all are familiar with the Raid Yuji. It bounces the raid card to the back of your hand. Back to your hand, not to the back of your hand. And lets you, and trashes the bottom card. And here, actually, my opponent plays out the double block Gojo, which is so hard to get around. Why is yellow? I don't know why people are sleeping on yellow JJK. My buddy Zach is a chef, dude. This deck is nuts. So he's gonna go ahead and hollow purple my Yuji, unfortunately. Sending it to removal, which, first of all, that's crazy. That is good. So, and the double block Gojo there is gonna make it really hard for me to get anything around him. Tapping 1 to draw. We draw into another double energy Yuji, which really don't want to raid on that one if I could avoid it. We're going to play him down, and I think we are going to go ahead and domain expansion, standing 2 AP here to hopefully use Jujutsu First Years. Yep, we're going to use Jujutsu First Years. I really like this card. I think it's a great way to get some cards in hand, get some cards out of your deck, get Nanami in overtime. And we're going to trash the Raid Yuji, which don't feel great about it. But, and the Gojo, it's tough. It is tough. My hand is not looking good. I'm going to go ahead and domain expansion again, because to remove that Gojo, I need to pay an extra AP. Not only does it have double block, but I have to have a Nanami on the field, and I have to pay an extra AP. So I will go ahead and play the Yuji, not being able to bounce Gojo back to hand. And hey, look, there's another one. He's going to go ahead and rest my Maki, which is fine. And yeah, we will pass turn. I should be restanding my cards. Still working on that muscle memory there. Definitely tricky. And Maki's actually going to stay rested, which, granted, I don't really need Maki to attack, but she's a great chump blocker. And my opponent's going to go ahead and play down the 6-2 Gojo, which is so good, dude. Of course, Gojo is absolutely goated in this game. It checks out. But so Gojo actually gets the ability to play something with 1 AP out for free, if I'm not mistaken. So he is going to figure out what he wants to do, and he gets the raid off for free. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, that's crazy. I hate that for me. But I'm going to play, or I get I believe that's a color trigger, and we are going to restand Yuji and block the, blocker, what is his name? Gojo. So, overall, pretty lucky trigger there. Tapping 1 to draw, we get the Nanami raid. Nanami raid, I have a lot of cards in my deck still, so I have trouble playing out the Nanami raid at this point in the game. And I'm torn between here, getting rid of the blocker Gojo or the 6-cost Gojo, and I decided to get rid of the 6-cost Gojo. I don't hate that, sending him to the bottom of the deck. Definitely don't hate that. The blocker Gojo was really tempting to get rid of just because he had been driving me crazy all day. So, and we're going to play this Yuji up front, kind of as a chump blocker. We're getting a little worried here. No trigger on that. I'm going to swing the Maki. I know he's going to block it. But, you know, never hurts to swing, I think, in that situation. Granted, I know there are times where you don't want to swing into your opponent, but I'm still trying to figure those out. But I'm going to go ahead and sort out some of my events to see what power Maki is at. I'm pretty sure she's at a 3,000 power at this point. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. Gojo is very good. The hollow purple comes out, and he reminds me, Yuji to removal. I'm like, okay, you son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah, hollow purple, really good. I think I don't know, I just feel like people are sleeping on it. But no, very little triggers this game. There's a final trigger, unfortunately doing not much. And we are going to block the Yuji and get another Yuji in our hand. I'm going to go ahead and count my deck. Ideally, I have a spin down for this situation. I just started carrying it though, so yeah, you'll see it eventually, but yeah, maybe I should find like a big spin down. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move Maki up. No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna tap 1 to draw, and then move Maki up. There we go. Think smarter, not harder, or something. Not feeling really good about anything in my hand. I think that at this point, I have 4 raid Nanamis in my hand. So it might be worth playing out a raid Nanami, and I think I am thinking the same thing. Or did I say 4 raid Nanamis? I have 4 raid Nanamis in my deck, not in my hand. So we're gonna go ahead and swing 4. No double damage. He's gonna get blocked by Yuji. I'll swing 1. Getting him to rest, and yeah. So unfortunately, not much I could do that turn. We did, I think, get rid of 1 of his bodies on board. I think he's sitting at 2 to 3 life. I can't tell. His sleeves are so dark, but yeah, this is the best, and he hollow purples again, and I'm so annoyed. I think this is the closest that I had with this yellow deck, and technically it is close, but man, it does not feel close. So I'll block there, and I'll take. We get the raid Nanami, the shiny raid Nanami. No raid target though, and I'll go ahead and draw. We get JJK or JJ Jujutsu High first years, tapping 1 to draw another card. Don't think this is the play. Now that I'm in, I think I was a little upset and a little like frustrated. I've been having a really hard time with Union Arena lately. I've just been playing really poorly and losing a lot, and none of my decks feel great. So I've just been kind of frustrated with the game. But that's part of the reason I decided I was gonna start doing videos, because that I know improved my One Piece game. And I know it's not great. I know you guys probably aren't thrilled that I'm doing, I'm taking time away from... I'm not even taking time away from One Piece. I'm just posting 2 Union Arena videos a week and posting 2 less, which everybody in my social circle is like, you post a lot of videos. And I'm like, eh. But I think Union Arena is a really good game, and I want to see it succeed. So we're going to go ahead and block that Nobara. We're going to go ahead and take this, hoping for something. Special trigger, baby. We hit those. And now we're at a point where I could potentially play Nanami. Just at this point, I think I'm just drawing cards to have less cards. And I'm thinking about, okay, how much, how many cards do I have in deck? Is, Nanami the play? We're going to play Shiny Nanami, of course. How many final triggers have I seen? Yeah, my hand is looking kind of weak at this point. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and play the pretty Nanami there. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and play... I think I should play Yuji in the front line. As nice as it is to get... to have that energy. And that's one of the things I think I struggle with in this game, is knowing when to be aggressive and when to get my energy. Especially on Snipe Kurapika. I love the Kurapika deck. But I focus so hard on making sure I have the energy to play Kurapika that I think I end up suffering from that. So we end up doing the impact damage 2 with the Nanami, and we end up passing because we know he's going to block. Maki's going to get blocked. Or Maki did get blocked there, and we pass. So both of us at 1 life. I have to be at a point where I have to have final, because realistically, even if he doesn't have anything else to play, he just pushes everything up and gets there, which is such a bummer. But overall, I'm okay with basically okay with how it went. I think there was an error in that last game. I don't think I needed to draw for turn, and if I didn't, I could have potentially... I wouldn't have been able to bounce the Gojo back to hand. But I think the combination of playing the Yuji, raiding Yuji, and then raiding Nanami could have potentially got us there. So the Maki being in life, pretty typical for me. But yeah, so that is that. I think the next time I play this deck on my channel, I'm going to take the Nanami, the quote-unquote Nanami deck for that one Nationals, or Bandai Card Fest. Definitely want to play it. And yeah, I'm gonna also be posting some games probably that my friends play, just because I am struggling with Union Arena. I love Union Arena, and obviously if you guys could read my name, you guys know I am so crazy excited for Black Clover. That's my shit. But yeah, I think just watching more gameplay and talking about my games, I think, is what I need to start doing if I want to get better at this game. And ideally, I think that my group of friends here want to go to Nationals next year for Union Arena. And I think a lot of them can do it. I'm lagging, though, so we gotta get good. But I'll shut up now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.